Mundori, sotokiri. Any questions? Hidoso. Ukenagaeshi. Ukenagaeshi. Just like if we were sayonage here. Just like if we were going to sayonage here. Lead this body. The idea here is that I'm actually going to come in underneath it. Tsukiage. Here, here, just like this. It allows me to keep him moving straight forward while I can pass facing here. So, as we're doing Munedori, sotokiri, hand stays on center line, elbow comes in and we shoot this across. We're both facing the same direction. This is great, except if there's somebody behind him, initially. Okay, so from here, ukenagaeshi, hold the line, and then the tsukiage is going to come up behind this to control his elbow. He can't turn into me if I have his elbow, not his wrist. His elbow. Once I have his elbow, I can now move straight through. So if there's somebody behind him, I can deal with that person. Ukenagaeshi tsukiage. And notice I'm just giving just a little nudge to the side here, right here. Just a little nudge to the back of the elbow, which gives him that point that he has to come around before he can turn. Does that make sense?
He's so fast. On me walking.
See how much further we can get him out there before he can turn back around, and that's what we're looking for.
And that's, Sensei, is that just like kind of a time buying technique if you have more than one guy?
That's exactly
one
what
guy comes
that's for.
directly after the other guy?
Yep. In Randori, it's all about time. Everything's about time. It's negotiating time. And those fractions of a second make a huge difference because they add up quickly. And we want to stack all of those in our favor. It's all stacking the deck. It needs to be quick and sharp. Okay? Good. There is a side step here as well. We're changing our harmony and moving right through. Oh, here. And then allowing to pass through here and dealing with the next person. Okay? Any questions?
Sexually assault him. I'm saving it for you.
Everybody's smiling for this.
Outside and moving that back foot. Moving that back foot. Wide step outside, moving. See how I'm just setting them off the line? It's really important here. It's really important that you see. I'm not just whacking them as they go by. They're crashing into each other and it's setting them off the line. There we go. This is what we're looking for. This is Diashi. You can do this from either side. Stop. I should be in motion. Okay, this is too late. I actually, right about there. I want to start setting my line. Just as they're starting to step here, I'm going here, this way. This back foot swings around. This right here, unbendable arm. That's the motion right there. Okay? It's that back foot that's moving that's providing that power. Does that make sense? Do you have a question?
I do. So it sounds like the key to attacking the attackers is distance from them, but also the guy that you're attacking first is like mid-step. He's like not planted with his front foot.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, that's very good.
Okay.
Very good. We don't want to do this too early. If we do this too early, it turns into a curved kind of turn. What we're looking for is a sharp corner. In Randori, we want those sharp corners all the way through in all of the Randori. Anything that becomes that sloping banana peel type of sloppy turn is going to be advantageous to uke. We need that sharp turn so that we're in a sharp turn and waiting, and they have to do that sloppy turn, banana peel type of turn. Do you understand what I mean? So I'll show you. This is too early. This is too early. And that's exactly what happens right there. We need them committed to that line. Generally, as a rule of thumb, it's about 2 steps away is when you want to start your motion. So as they come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Oh, there it is. They're about 2 steps away before I want to start my motion. There it is. There. Just like that. Now notice they're still going straight. My sharp turn, I'm waiting. Okay, does that make sense?
Does it matter if they're like in that moment? Rod was just a foot behind Vlad. Does it matter? Wouldn't you go for the first guy or?
Yeah, you generally go for the first guy.
Yeah.
But when they're that close, it doesn't matter. When you get someone who's a full, because they'll still run into each other at that point. But when their legs won't tangle anymore, that's where it becomes an issue. Like, for instance, Vlad take 1 step forward. Yeah, this becomes a problem right here.
Yeah.
This is actually, I wouldn't Diashi here.
Right.
This looks like something else to me, which we're going to go over in just a minute. But what I want to take half a step forward. Me or both? Right there. This is okay.
Yeah.
I will get them to crash into each other here. And that's the purpose of Diashi. We're not just deflecting and letting them go by. We want to stick these 2 guys together. Facing forward, facing forward. Here. Turn. Instead of turn, just flick my hips instead of turning. Just holding on for the break fall, or you can let go to let him roll out of it. Man up. See where his elbow is? To cross his center, his shoulders are stacked. I'm just making him go over his own elbow. Okay, makes sense?
But it's on his opposite hip.
Yes.
At that point.
Bring it across, right? And we're doing that. Everybody does this. Everybody here can do this here from here. Boom. As my shoulder comes in behind it, it nudges that top arm, the arm that's up. Here. Just a flick of the hips. There. And I can keep going forward. Okay? Next. Munedori kokyunage. Any questions?
Just watch out for the circling legs.
Yes.
It might
Yeah,
catch you.
they're going right over this point right here. Whether you're
secret
holding
technique.
their elbow. And by the way, we're holding this down. This is another. Here, boom. I'm holding this down. Don't get this out here.
That's great. Actually.
It's, yeah, he can walk right out of this. Okay, we want to be here, just like this.
He's in his own way.
Now, this is going to go up and his feet are going to come right behind it. We tell you, back straight. This is why if you're leaning over on this, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get nicked as he goes by. Back straight. Okay? Any questions?
Thanks for giving everybody my secret technique.
Are we doing this in groups or are we?
No, just
Two
one
lines.
line.
Two lines.
Yep,
Yeah,
two
just
lines.
like you did.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Just two.
Good. Any questions? Heidozo.
Okay, come on, get there, get there.
So there's two ways to do nodo tsukiage when we're talking about nodo tsukiage. You have the full form, which is you're going to make him turn around and go back the other direction and roll out here, nodo tsukiage. Okay, this full form. Here, I'm leading his chin, steering him around. Perfect. Make him do a forward roll. If you notice, how long does this take?
Okay.
About a second if we count 1001, right? In Randori, that's way too much time. There's a short form. First of all, on the long form, the arm comes up and rotates and puts him back where I want him to go. Here, this way. Here, this way. He's following that, coming up from underneath. Here. The short form version of this is almost like shooting a basketball this way. Instead of sending him around and turning him back around, I'm actually going up and over the top of the mountain. So as he comes in here, it's going to come up and right back down. Okay, I'm taking his chin. It's not a punch in the throat. What I'm doing is I'm getting underneath his chin here, and I'm driving this up and back down the other side. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand what I'm talking about? So, and the ukemi for this is just the Ishiro Sutemi. When you're taking ukemi during Randori, you need to make sure that your upper body is loose enough that you're not going to eat any of this stuff. Okay? Kokyunage, nodo tsukiage, any of these, you don't want to eat any of these. You want to stay nice and loose so that you can move with what Nage is attacking you with. And I say that specifically because our Randori is not a 3-on-1, it's a 1-on-3. Okay? That Nage is attacking his ukes. There's at no point where he should be backing up and waiting for an attack. He's going to get those guys. Line up. Same position. Ready? Right, come back. Right. Okay, perfect. This is what I'm talking about. Happens all the time in Randori. This guy's down on the ground. There's another guy over here. Might be another guy over here. Sweet. Vlad's out. I'm gonna throw Vlad. Oh. Didn't realize the guy behind him. You need to get out of the habit of thinking we need to throw every person. We need to deal with every person. You need to deal with them quickly. All I need is 1 second. Ah, what was that? Again, sotokiri. Any of the deflections, it doesn't matter. Okay, I just need to deal with one quickly. I don't have time to pull off 2 techniques here. They're stacked up. We call it stacking. Right? They're stacked up. You can be one here. He can be slightly off. It doesn't matter. The first person, don't throw or engage this guy. Here. The second guy, there's nobody behind him. This deflection done properly buys me a step, which is equal to a second. So I can deflect the first guy. As long as it's not some chintzy deflection like this. He's just going to roll right back in,
Well,
get right on top of me again, right? I need to make sure. Yeah, there we go. Boom, there's that second. Now, I'm right back to my Randori. Okay? So, stack 2 people, 1 step between them, deflect the first man, throw the second man.
Hey, Sloppy, thank
No,
you.
that was good.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Derek. And Hajime!
Oh, nice to play. I'm on your side. I was a sleeper.
Just putting it all together now. Just making everything come together. Okay, any questions? Everything that we did, everything that I just did right there, we've already covered. Any questions? Glad.